how I took my LEGO collection to build this. Today I'll show you guys a bunch of tips to help you with your future builds just with your current collection. So you can take pieces like so to build tanks like this, that, and that. Hey guys, welcome back to Bricks of World War II, and today I'll be going over my LEGO Crusader tank. Now, in the past, I have shown you guys just a teaser of this tank in a YouTube short video. Now, I was asking opinions on if this was a German or British tank. One of the big sellouts was the flag on the sides. Now, the Crusader tank is obviously a British tank. I'll be explaining about the British Crusader tank. I'll be telling you guys how I built the British Crusader tank. And I'll also be telling you how you guys can build a British Crusader tank out of your current collection. What I really wanted to dive deep in this video was the cool facts and just natural facts about the Crusader tank. What it was used for, its purpose in the wars, and so on and so forth. So let's dive deep into that right now. This medium tank was most notable as a cruiser, hence its name, the Crusader. Over 5,000 were produced during World War II. They were heavily used during the British victories in the North Africa campaign. So when British had sailed over and trying to protect North Africa over Germany's victory in those areas. So British had wanted to take it back, so they sent over Crusaders and plenty of their army. Some cool facts about this tank is that it is a 20-ton tank, one of the lightest of World War II. It was 20 feet in length and 9 feet in width. It crewed 4 to 5 people. My version of the Crusader tank does not actually have a very well interior. I can take these platforms off and you get about two bricks worth of height. So you could lay 2, maybe 3 minifigures down in this whole cross section here. There's no turret head, or sorry, like a turret hatch. So you can't obviously imitate that with a minifigure. That was just a design problem. I wanted to make it look really good. It is smaller to scale. I wouldn't say it's 1/45th. Because it doesn't fit minifigures, nor does it have actionability with minifigures. It still does have its play features. It's working treads very well, so it would be a great addition to stop motion videos per se. Another cool fact of the Crusader is that it was 51mm armor. So this plating and this plating is all 51mm of pure steel. The British had plenty of resources to build tanks like these, and as well as the Churchill and their other designs, obviously, just because they had a very resourceable country. The cannon on the Crusader is a 40mm. It carried 110 shells in the pit of the Crusader. Just another cool fact. Facts about the engine is it was a Nurfield Liberty Mark V 27-liter V12 petrol. This tank would move up to speeds of 26 miles per hour, which was really fast for World War II. A lot of tanks were moving 20 and 15 miles per hour. Its off-road movement was 15 miles per hour, which is great movement on this tank. It was very light, very reasonable to send out in places like North Africa with not many road districts to take over and dominate the Germans with. This video is mainly showing is my Crusader tank, but I did say at the start of the video that I was going to show you how you guys can take your collection to build a Crusader tank like so. Now, I'm going to show you guys my collection outside of these pieces. So what I'm working with is these 3 bins. these 3 bins are my main bins. I do have, I'd say like 2 or 3 other big bins of just unassorted Lego whatsoever. These 3 bins kind of have some organization. Nothing crazy. These are my platforms. I have other platforms as well, but they're in use, obviously. So, the big blue bin. These are plenty of my gray bricks, and obviously useful for, are useful pieces for cars, hoods, and other stuff like that. I have lots of Technic, and just plenty of overall pieces that could be used in a war setting. There's wheels in here, propellers, all sorts. In this top bin, I have my African Corps campaign kind of colorways. So I have lots of tan, green, brown. Right here, I was building a panther. I did not finish it, but that was a suggested video, so I will be eventually making a panther. And then in this bin, just under this one, is just a lot of miscellaneous pieces, but I know could eventually be used. I've got a lot of white in here, green leaf pieces like so, some fenced off, blue pieces for water, I guess a crocodile. I don't know what that'd be used for. But what I'm saying is, my collection isn't anything out of the ordinary like everyone else's collection. But what I've done is I've sorted out all of my gray pieces. So obviously I have my light gray, more light gray, and my dark bluish gray. We have wheels here. I did take a lot of my wheels out because I knew I was going to be producing plenty more tanks, especially with the rate of videos I'm producing. My gears that I ordered, track links, and Technic pieces. Now, I do have a Technic bin, and I should have shown you guys that, but I didn't. The Technic pieces are some very valuable pieces, knowing that almost every build uses plenty of Technic pieces. Now, the way that I get all my Technic pieces is via the LEGO Pick-a-Brick. So, there is LEGO Pick-a-Brick online. LEGO Pick-a-Brick online is very useful, especially for these Technic pieces. They're about 7 to 14 cents a piece. You can get lots, plenty in bulk, so you can get 10 for $1, and 10 is obviously a reasonable amount for a tank. Like this one uses 4 Technic pieces. 4 Technic pieces. This one uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 Technic pieces. My biggest model uses, plenty. 2, 4, 6, 7, 14 Technic pieces. And then I actually do have it on wide tracks, so it is using probably 3 more under this. But that's how I get my Technic pieces. Obviously, if you guys want to build tanks and you don't have the Technic pieces for that, that's understandable. There's ways to solution that. And that's what I do with this. I use plates on the Technic pinned Lego bricks. Very, very good way to almost imitate wheels. It rolls off of them nice like so. So it still works perfectly fine. I'm trying to find another vehicle. I do have one. A German half track. And it rolls off of them just like so. This one uses only 4 Technic pieces as well, because these aren't Technic pieces. Just these 2 and these 2. So yeah, very useful way is just using the rounded plates on studded walls, like Technic studded walls. And I know everyone hates pulling Technic studded walls out of their bin because they're not useful for building walls and stuff like that. Like with my Tiger tank, I have a wall here. Can't use a studded piece for that, or a Technic studded piece for that, because it just won't look good. It's going to be wholly almost like this Lego Imperial Assault tank. very holy and hard to look at, you know? It just doesn't look clean. That's tip number 1, and I think that'll help plenty. Tip number 2 is finding wedge pieces. Wedge pieces, look through your bin. I'd sort your Lego just like I did in this video. I have plenty of wedge pieces in here, and all my gray is sorted out. I knew most of my Lego builds are tanks, cars, half tracks, planes, and they all use gray, no matter what. It's gray because it's military. So if you want to help improve your military collection, sort your gray pieces out. It's just my that's my number 1 tip. You know what? Wipe the Technic pieces off the board. Number 1 tip, sort your gray pieces out. It'll be like a match made in heaven. Right here, I have a little platform. I was sorting some more gray pieces out. Just making sure I have every gray piece I can possibly find. This is going to be used for a video, by the way. Just a little teaser. Not the point. But yeah, the Lego Crusader, I built it. This was off of scrounging pieces through my bin before I sorted. I found the right pieces. I knew I needed to slope this really well. I knew I needed to make walls coming out. And I knew I didn't have enough Technic pieces. Originally in the video when I showed you guys, I think I had these here, but I know there was no track on it. And obviously I did touch-ups. So I looked at photos of the back of the tank. The back of the tank looks really good. Looked at photos of the top of the tank, front of the tank, all of that. The bottom could be improved, but it's obviously the bottom, not seen as much, so it won't matter. Let me just adjust you guys. But yeah, wonderful looking tank. I made it in the dark gray. I used some light gray in the gun to lose the solid coloration. Something I messed up on my armored, or my American armored car, is not having enough light gray. I actually didn't have a dark gray piece for that, so I did have to use that, but I should have light grayed the gun. Would have made more sense and looked a lot better. Obviously in my previous video on my Tiger tank, I used light gray and dark gray, and that tank looks wonderful in my opinion. I hope you guys feel the same about that, because it's one of my favorites. It's hands down a great looking tank. Obviously messed up on the paint job, but you know, we gotta forget about that one. And for track links, same thing with track links. If you're looking for track links, go on lego.com. Lego.com, find the pick a brick section. Your track links, I think they're 14 cents a piece, so they are a bit more expensive because normally on a tank you need 35 per side, I'd say. That's 70 total. 15 times 70, that's like, you're looking at, I'm gonna just range that $10. $10, not everyone has $10. I don't have $10 to buy that all the time. I bought 300 track links because I knew I had the money, and that was the only thing added to my collection for quite some time. And these Technic gears, sorry, I forgot the name of them. But yeah, that's just another tip. Obviously, you guys came here for some tips and some tricks to building tanks like so. I'm going to wrap up the video because I think I've got my point across. I've shown you guys the tank. I've gave you some history on it. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, make sure you like, comment. I'd love to see comments. Comments are my favorite thing. If you guys can comment on the video, you guys can tell me what you guys want to see. I want to produce stuff for you guys. I'm looking at the audience in this. I just want you guys to enjoy the videos. I want to know what you guys want to see in the videos. Do you guys want me to talk about the tank, or do you want me to talk about how I built the tank? Do you guys want to see full dioramas, or do you guys just want to see the builds? I know plenty of other YouTubers, they obviously show their builds, they make dioramas. I can mix them together. I'll do builds on dioramas. Anything works with me. I love producing content for you guys. I want to share with you guys what I can build. I think my builds look really nice for the collection that I have. Knowing this is my total gray part collection, alongside having all the tanks that I have built already. But yeah, I just want to know what you guys want to see. Help me out here. Subscribe, comment, leave a like. See you guys in the next video.